Okay, hold on just a second. I'm gonna check something real quick. I should have done that before I was recording, but
okay. Ever since then, the FBI's been after me.
So one other thing I'm going to do for the remainder of this, we might be able to squeeze a couple of minutes out of it. So I told you guys a little bit of like the backstory in that thing, where like, it takes place in like this is going to start off taking place in like a frontier kind of like solar system where it's just been the past couple of years. People are starting to settle on it, and the general consensus is you guys have, are just going there to kind of seek your fortunes. Just really bog standard. The adventure party meets in a tavern. Only in this case, it's a bar called Legal Poison. And I'm just curious, like if we want to hash out any stuff before the game starts, because we got two Lashunthas starting off, and I'm like, do they know each other? Like how is this group kind of coming together on their way to the bar?
Hey, there we go. Got my camera back up.
Welcome back. Okay.
We're back online.
Oh, did you not hear what I said?
I caught everything. Everything.
Cool. I got an idea.
Okay.
So how about McCutcheon and Kevin's character? They're going to come to this bar filled with scoundrels, and I'll be sitting there with my Wookiee.
I know where you're going with this already.
Okay, never mind.
Let's hear it.
No, that's not
it was Star Wars. He's sitting there with his Wookiee.
Oh God! So wait, who's the Wookiee? The mouse? Yes.
It'd be the very intimidating Wookiee.
Oh,
you walk over and the mouse is like.
It's gonna be a lot of Star Wars jokes with this game.
Oh man.
Do we want to describe our characters, or are we going to save that for the introductions and such?
Honestly, I mean, it's all going online. We might do a little bit of an introduction. This could be like a little bit of a pre one. Like generally, like if you guys didn't read any of like the way the world works, like there's everybody jumps around. Like faster than light travel doesn't technically exist. Essentially, there's a robot god, an artificial intelligence god called the Triune that gave this revelation to everybody, that gave them this formula that lets them make something called like a drift engine, which, going into Warhammer 40,000 again, you literally tear a hole through reality and travel in an alternate dimension. And like it works kind of funky. Like you can travel like super vast distances in like just days, if not weeks. Like you can travel to the other end of the galaxy. The only problem is that it seems to tear chunks of other realities and stick it into the drift. So like, it's entirely possible for you to like want to make a jump from like the packed worlds, like the main setting, to this frontier galaxy, and you're driving along and suddenly a big chunk of one of the 9 hells drops in front of you, and you guys basically have to get off and fight devils there.
All right, guys, we drift as much as possible till we find the My Little Pony universe.
Yes. But
okay.
But you the general story is like it's kind of like Mass Effect, if you're familiar with that game. Like you can't really travel from solar system to solar system super fast unless there's like a beacon, in this case called drift beacons. And this one in this frontier galaxy, as I'm keeping calling it, it just showed up on everybody's radar one day, like let's say like 5 years ago, and everybody's just kind of going there to kind of like stake their claim. And you low-level adventurers, like you don't really have a ship of your own. You're just basically hopping on board like you're flying coach out there, tucked in next to the spaceship's like airplane engine. It's really loud. You can't sleep. It's maybe like a 2-week journey through the drift, and you guys just kind of land there. Like you guys aren't there yet. You aren't at the station just yet. But if you guys want to have like a bit of a backstory as to how you all met, like we can totally hash that out right here.
Yeah, let's knock it out.
Cool.
So are we on some kind of transport? Yeah, it sounds like so. None of us have a vehicle yet.
Right. Like you guys are just low end guys just going out trying to find a little bit of cash.
You kidding me? I got these vehicles called paws. They take me everywhere.
All right. So I'm gonna assume we're all on a. Can you set the stage for us, or are we all on transport together or something?
Yeah, sure. I don't want to call it exactly like the Titanic because that's never a good thing in this day and age. Saying something's like the Titanic, but it's very much one of those things like, there's definitely like the luxury parts of the ship traveling through the drift. This thing is designed to hold like several thousand people. You guys are not in the luxury section. You guys are in like, the people who are, not going there for like big, slinging a whole lot of money. You're going there to find work, be it like, working in mines on some planet, like shoveling space shit, and killing, wheeling and dealing, whatever you guys need to do. Like you guys, the game says like you start off with 1,000 credits to buy all your stuff. That is literally what you guys have. You guys have about 1,000 credits to your name right now.
Not anymore. I got about 2.
Well, in terms of all your gear, you got that.
So I'm gonna assume at some point I see what's okay. So I've got Ondramana. I'm just kidding. What's the name? Ondramana.
Ondramana. Ondramana.
Okay, and then what's the other name?
Lils.
Wheels.
Lils.
Lils.
Correct, sir.
All right. So at some point, I don't know what you're doing. What you're doing when I come across you, Lils? What are you up to?
So I can set the stage a little bit. This is kind of like a bit of like a common living area. They got a few like, tables set aside with like cards and dice on them. They got a few like arcade cabinets out there. It's all really grungy kind of stuff. A lot of oil stains. It's not very well lit.
Okay. All right. I walk up to Lils. Hey, what's the name of the species? Remind me, please.
Ysoki.
Ysoki?
YSOKI.
YSOKI. All right. Okay. Hey, little dude. How you doing? You're approached by a slightly larger than average height lashuntha who I hope I said that right. Who got a long flowing blonde mullet with
beautiful.
with kind of lopsided antenna and wearing big black shades. Has a leather jacket armor on with like some skin tight. You could say it's kind of a alternatively colored canvas, like almost jean-like, but space and with like some knee holes going on and some combat boots. Walk up, lean down right next to you with some leather fingerless gloves and a toothpick hanging out my mouth. Hey,
scoping out
dude,
the space high school girls.
So what you walk up on?
How you doing? Okay.
What you walk up on is a smaller than average ysoki. He has longer chin fur, resembling a beard, which he's kind of woven in a couple silver beads into. He's extremely thin. Like, all of his clothes is skin tight. He keeps all of his items strapped very close to his body, very securely. And his ears are cropped flat. It's kind of weird. They're like literally skimmed off at the top. And very little of his body fur is actually showing. And he's got all of his little parts for a needler pistol just spread out onto the desk. And he looks up as you say it and just shoves all the parts in his mouth. He goes, nothing. Nothing. What do you want?
Dear God, that's an impressive trick you got there, little man.
What do you mean impressive trick? Nothing happened.
So let me. I know you guys run together. So let me. And I pull a sheet that's been folded up out of my like breast pocket and unfold a leathery piece of paper, super faded, that has a picture of an incredibly standard looking ysoki. And I say, do you know who this is? I've been chasing this bounty forever. And this banging little guy, I can't find him. But I got some coin, and it's all yours if you can help me find him.
Oh, so what's his name? Because I want to know what the ysoki version of like a John Smith is.
His name is Boris Bruh. Have you seen Boris Bruh?
All right. Yeah, buddy, you've got a stock photo from scrapheap.net. You might want to check your sources one more time. Maybe beat some asses. Just kind of get that straight.
Oh snap, dude! No.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I have no idea who that is.
Man, I need to take a chill pill. I've been chasing this guy too long.
Well, hey, you need some help. Everything
Man, I'm
okay?
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of at the end of my road. I'm very emotional. That's why I wear shades all the time. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of given up hope on finding this bounty. And really, he's a good guy. He just skipped on some fines. He's got like 62 children. I really don't want to. It's just in my blood. I like chasing folks and bringing them to the law. I'm not a bounty hunter. I'm the bounty hunter. You can call me Dog, Moth, or just Dog, the bounty hunter.
Yeah, sure, dog. Okay, all right, cool.
Ondramana, real quick. What are you doing in all this? Where are you in this little common area? Are you in this common area at all?
I am in this common area. I am at. Is there a bar?
Yeah, of course. It's a common area in the slummy part of the ship. Of course, there's a bar.
I'm at a bar.
The whole thing's a bar.
And I'm just looking at this map.
All right. Let's real quick before we get on the map. What does an Ondramana look like?
Ondramana, he's slightly shorter than a lashuntha, but he's very big and muscular. He's wearing an outfit. It's not an official military uniform, but it's military styled.
Oh God, you're wearing like. Go ahead.
No,
I'm going to keep all the military jargon and stuff, but I was just thinking of like something that like grunt style, like the Starfinder version of like grunt style is like you're wearing that. Like these space colors don't space run or something like that.
A civilian version of like.
I was like, I can't hear. Yeah, I was like, that's not McCutcheon catches breath.
A civilian version of dress blues.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's like dress blues.
Yeah, but they don't have all the military pinions on them, but it looks military style.
Okay.
It's got a bunch of extra.
Better than.
It's got a bunch of extra tabs on it for no reason.
Oh God, you're a freaking stolen space valor.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
I want you to later, when you get a chance, I want you to tell Chap that we're playing and one of the people is stolen space valor.
Will do, boss. Will do.
What's on this map? Ondramana. Ondramana.
It's a 3D map, and it's just a map of the galaxy, and I'm just flipping through planets and stuff. Okay.
Remind me. I'll take a photo of because I actually drew a map of the galaxy, so to speak. I'll send that to you guys through the Facebook group and some future time. Okay. Hearing this kind of, do you take any kind of notice to the commotion going on over there with Dogmauth talking about Boris Bruh, the as we've now found out is the John Smith name of ysoki, just painfully common.
Does he say a planet by chance?
Hold on, somebody just rang my doorbell. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure.
Oh no.
What's that, Bailey?
McCutcheon, did you say a planet by chance?
Did I see a plant?
Planet by chance. No. I got my idea. I got my intro.
Build mysterious backstories. You hear You're a pleasant woman, a pleasant sounding woman's voice. This won't be anything that important that he'll miss. But
sorry, I'm back.
Oh, I thought you were gone. I was just going to say you guys hear a pleasant enough woman's voice saying, "In roughly 2 days, we will be landing at the 1A space station. In roughly 2 days, we'll be landing at the 1A space station."
My ears kind of perk up and kind of like sniff a little bit in the air and look, oh, smells hot. All right, I can get behind that.
God, I can't wait till we get there so I can open a can of whoop ass on all this crime.
On crime?
I mean, whatever.
Like in general, or like a specific like?
No. As I've gotten older, I've found my morals are a lot looser and faster than I thought. But whatever's paying.
So hookers, yes. You and me, let's go. Come on, just go to the space brothel and let's.
I like you, little rat man. Let's
team big and little.
I pick him up and I put him on my shoulder. Let's go get a drink.
He kind of like wraps himself around the back of your neck and like puts his elbow on your left shoulder as his butt's on your right shoulder. Just kind of chills there.
I'm okay with it.
Hold on just 1 second. I might house rule a little something that I was thinking about with ysoki.
Mm-hmm.
It's not mentioned anywhere in the book, so I'm going to go ahead and say, if you want, you can take a feat with ysoki where your tail is prehensile. Like, if you wanted, you could hold like a knife or like a gun or something like that in it.
Or
like it's not in the rule.
Stuff with it.
Yeah, like it would have to be a feat, because I know that in D&D, I think tieflings can eventually take a feat that allows them to have a prehensile tail, and I'm like, you're a mouse person. It makes sense that you would have that available to you.
I think that with my small size, the way I would play it is that it has enough strength to do what I want it to do, but not to really hold anything of size or weight.
Oh, like, yeah, you're not going to be able to like bench press a house with it or anything. Or like do like a possum and like hang upside down from it or anything like that.
Yeah, but I could like tickle someone's face or like give someone a little bit of a slip.
All right, hey bro, sis, I gotta go wake my wife up for work, so I'm gonna come off for just a minute, okay?
Okay. We'll wait till he gets back, because we'll probably wrap this one up kind of soon since we got most of the character stuff set up. Go do your thing, McCutcheon.
Thank you.
But no, I think we got a good group. Honestly, I wasn't even planning on doing this little bit of a kind of a pre-thing, but it gave me a good excuse to write all kinds of interesting notes, like how Ondramana is wearing dress blue style stuff. I got a question, and if you don't quite know, that's cool. Is your character officially military, or is it going to be stolen valor?
It is veteran. Veteran.
Okay. Because either way, that could make for interesting stuff. Dress blue style stuff, 3D map. Actual, let me put this in big blocks. Actual veteran. Cool beans. Other stuff I think I can mention here, since McCutcheon, all the stuff I'm mentioning at this point is for the most part in the book. But according to the story, I think roughly 300 years ago, there was a thing that happened that just essentially wiped everybody's memories clean. Like, remembering anything that happened 300 years ago was like really iffy. Which even finding books from before then, they tend to be very contradictory if they have any information on them at all. For you guys, since you guys live about human lives, it's generally not as big a deal. Like, you guys are maybe like 4th or 5th generation. So you're kind of used to living in that world, but really old races like elves, which you guys share a planet with, it really hit them hard, because there's people who are still alive who have a big chunk of their memory that they just have no idea what was happening before then.
So basically the 1718.
Wow. Yeah.
1719. Fuck. Oh, time.
But yeah, and shortly, and the thing is, shortly after that, like races, they were allowed to travel across the galaxy and stuff, but it was just like really slow, like via engines and magic. But like maybe 3 years after that, that's when the Triune released that mathematical equation that allows everybody to access the drift. So you guys have been living in that kind of world for a while now.
While I'm riding on McCutcheon's shoulders,
Yes.
can I like slowly pull out different parts of the needler pistol I was working on and put them back together?
just
real discreetly, just
kind of look at it, pull out another piece, kind of put it back together, might stuff it back in your cheek.
Yes, absolutely. Like finished parts on the right side, unfinished parts on the left.
Occasionally you're doing that kind of thing where you just kind of like, you can kind of piece it together, so you just kind of like swish one side into the other.
Yes, absolutely. I will happily roll for that.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's roll. We'll call it cheek dexterity. So whatever dexterity you naturally have to that, but give it like a -1.
Okay. Let's see. Is this a general check? So I add my modifier.
Yeah, just a general roll.
And then -1.
Yeah, your modifier -1. Yeah.
15.
15. You successfully do it. You feel a very satisfying click just above your tongue.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh, poor network connection. Hopefully this will come through. So you guys
McCutcheon feels a small lump on the back of his neck.
He's, for a guy who was very talkative earlier, he's dead silent. You guys
Yay! I'm back.
You just felt my boner, McCutcheon.
Hey! I probably thought it was something else.
So you guys eventually reach the bar where Ondramana is sitting. And what's going on with that?
I'm going to reach out to him with my telepathy. Brother, it is I behind you with the fur skin cap.
Is that lashuntha?
Nay, look upon me.
Is all this being said in like mental talk?
Yeah, it's all being said mental talk.
I'm just gonna stare at y'all. Just kind of like wait about 5 seconds for an awkward silence.
Is Ondramana looking at me yet?
I am.
Okay.
Ah, great.
I
fell lashuntha.
Okay, so I take it that's verbal.
No, it's not.
Oh, real quick question. Lils, are you aware that lashuntha can communicate telepathically?
Not at all. So about 5 seconds later, as they're having this like quick little conversation in their minds, I tap the oh gosh, I tap Dogmauth's right ear and go like, all right, y'all, you guys gonna talk, or like just gonna stare at each other? Is this like a lashuntha thing, or are we gonna like, who is this guy? What's up? What's going on?
So I'm gonna say that right before that I was saying, good brother, my name is Dog, the bounty hunter. I have come to this planet, or I have come to be here, and then he taps me on the shoulder. Hey, bro! So it's me. How's it going, bro? I haven't seen another lashuntha. I've been hunting me so many mouses.
Pause a second.
So we're planning on going to the brothel. You wanna come with us? Like, check out a cool hostel and just bang some cool chicks. It's real cool. It's gonna be great.
It's all on me, bro.
All on him. Like, look at him. He's got the big money.
Brother lashuntha, I didn't know your pet could talk.
Whoa! Hey! We're friends. We're not pets. I'm just hanging out here because you tall people really hard to conversate with when I'm underneath the table.
We're still working it out. I wasn't sure what he was, but friend is great. So you in or you out?
Well, I'm always looking for a new place to explore, and I'm bored. You
can explore some new places, all right. Come on.
Even though you are a Damaya, not a great Karosha, I will travel with you, Lashunta brother.
I heard words that I don't understand. Let's go. All right.
Lashunta brother
I
from
usually-
another Lashunta mother.
Yes.
I usually take Damaya as a derogatory term, but I'll tell you this: I was born on a mountain, raised on a cave, and arresting fugitives is all I crave.
Hey, you too. I was born in a
Let's go
cave,
get
but all they
some.
put in my hands was a pick.
We're gonna get along just fine, little mouth brother.
Hey, cave brothers.
Can we just fast forward to the next chapter? Because I'm ready. This is great.
I will unfortunately have to call it an evening on that, but
No.
I know. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the recording off right now, though. Hold on a moment.